What are they thinking, man? Seriously. What are they thinking?
Hey everyone, have you ever wondered what it's really like to install the Alpine i509-WRA? If so, this video is for you. Now this format is a little bit different than some of the other video formats that we do. It's pretty raw footage, not as highly edited as what I normally do, so please let me know what you think of this style of longer video recording of installations done here in the shop. Does everything look normal? I was just looking at that.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. Oh, it's going in the PAC module.
It's probably just plumb fuse.
You want to check that first? Because he wanted to know if you can keep this.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if... How many miles are on this thing?
Less than 9.
Do you think you might have an issue with that auxiliary battery too?
Maybe. Wow. I can't see.
Let me see.
Hold on. This looks...
Wow. I hear sound.
There it goes.
You have lights on here too.
It works fine.
A lot of bubble wrap, huh?
Yeah.
So a couple boxes within the box. That's the Maestro module. I did do that again. Taking it out of the box. I missed the whole thing.
My God.
Okay. Oh, what is that?
All the wires.
Okay.
Harness.
Harness.
Yep. And then this is the
Actual big screen bezel.
yeah, bezel. So
I don't know if that tape is big enough for everything, is it?
yeah. Okay.
Pictures.
I can't afford color. Okay. That's done, that's done, that's done, that's done. What is this? That's done.
Let me come around there.
It's all done. Done. What is this? Oh, the pillar. Okay.
So we're on step 16.
Yeah.
Remove the A-pillar by removing the two 8mm screws and unclipping the panel.
They lied. They're 10s. Is this 8?
It says two 8mm.
Yeah, that's 10.
They're two 10mm. Alpine.
What's that?
You keep moving your head where I'm trying to move the camera. No, you were good. This is specifically so that you can run the microphone and the GPS antenna?
Yep.
What else are they going to get run?
Visor. B-pillar. Somebody put screws in this instead. That's weird.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, maybe for a top. Those look like snaps.
Yeah.
For a soft top. What next?
Now I gotta get the stuff.
Time to unbox.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite a harness.
Yes.
What's that little guy?
I don't know what that is. Doesn't matter.
Is it the same camera interface
Camera interface. Same as what?
as last the X49-WRA-JL? Or did they upgrade
Yep.
that?
Looks it.
That's the monitor. Got the sub-brand.
Yep.
That's going to go near the tweak.
Yep.
And then that's the big bezel, basically. This
That's
thing
the
right here?
bezel, yeah.
Okay. All right, so we obviously have our screen right here. This is the brain for the unit. This is our warning chimes, tones for like blind spot assistance, right?
Yes.
And this is our new media hub. That's going to have the HDMI and 2 USB ports and aux input. We've got microphone. This is for USB retention.
Yes. Well, one is for the programming.
One is Maestro Programmer. I don't know what this is. This related
This
to...
goes to the screen.
Okay, screen cable. This is to retain the factory camera, and we did notice on the box it says version 2, so we're curious to see if that's going to be better quality than the last one. These are also camera retention cables. This is the ALP MRR Maestro module with the programming cable. That's for the backup camera. We've got our GPS antenna over here, and then we have our pre-terminated wire harness from Alpine, which has a whole bunch of connections on it. We've got antenna connections over here, camera, cable, satellite, and...
Are we doing a set tuner?
Yes, we are.
We gotta get one.
Yeah. And then we have our actual bezel and brackets.
And then screws.
Hardware. Almost forgot to mention there is the RCA preamp pigtail, which we will be testing with the oscilloscope.
And now we do this. And this.
So starting with the microphone and the GPS antenna.
I'm gonna put a little promoter on here.
Okay. Does it say to blow on it in the instructions?
No, that's a pro tip.
Okay.
We're gonna put it right there.
Do you put a promoter there too?
Mm.
Oh. What do you, there's a bar or something that you're wire tying it to?
Wire.
Oh, there's another wire up there.
Yeah,
Okay.
through all that stuff.
Okay.
That's all you gotta do.
Okay. I can just stick my arm under here. Good for something.
You want it right here. All you gotta do is kind of stick it in here like this.
So stupid with the lighting. And you can barely see it, but
Can you see it?
yeah.
All right. So once you get it in there, actually, see this little?
Yep.
I'm going to bring the cable there.
Okay.
So it's not rubbing. That's it. Alright.
Oh, my arm is still under
I'm
here.
sorry.
It's
Hey,
okay.
it's not going down. Alright, so that's that. And then we just, no cable to tie it to.
Need some tape to hold it in place? What kind of tape do you use for that?
Well, they give you these things, but they're kind of
yeah,
silly.
those don't hold.
No.
Just masking tape?
Yeah, that's fine. You're just doing this temporarily. The plastic is going to go over it, hold it in.
You don't think we should do some fancy cloth tape?
You want fancy cloth tape?
Just
Okay.
a couple strips, yeah. Oh,
It's strange.
I'm a strange bird.
Tessa tape, wide, ultra wide Tessa tape. Amazon.
Don't forget to say link in the description below.
What she said. I don't like to talk and work at the same time.
Okay.
Now I can use wire ties. Alright, so now they want this routed. Before that, we have to put this in.
Okay. So what did you do?
Ran the harness from here to here.
Okay.
I added a remote for the tweak,
Oh, okay.
or whatever it is. Tweak?
Yeah, he's got a Tweak 88.
Alright, so now we have to run the CAN bus over to there. We also need to run the speaker over there.
Want me to grab those parts?
You can grab the speaker. The CAN bus is over here somewhere.
Okay.
The CAN bus is already run.
This is all, what, pre-terminated, and then it just plugs into
Yep, just plug it in.
down here?
I think it goes to the green one. And just go like this.
How do you know which one to plug it into?
It only fits one way.
Oh.
But
Those look like they're all the same.
the problem is, if these are all filled, they give you
That's what that's for.
a
so you can
jumper,
see it.
basically, so you
Okay.
can see it. But there's usually plenty of space in there. Alright, then we have to run this back up here. Run that there for a minute. Just come back up here. It's not clean when you're doing it.
You
It's
have to get
very,
everything
very messy. This has to get stuck up. Put it right there. And we can tie this later. So many wire harnesses. Click. Okay, so now we need the camera interface. Let's plug it in here. One down if it's a Gladiator. Leave it all the same.
Is it because the Gladiator has the multi-view?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if this retains it. I know the Stinger did.
Video out. Camera in. I think it's the red one.
Like
Red is camera usually. This is purple. This is pink.
There's a
This
thing
is satellite.
There's
This
a
is
thing.
radio.
right on here.
It doesn't say camera.
What does it say?
Nothing.
Oh.
This is from the car.
Oh, that's the car side.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about an Alpine harness.
Boom.
Okay.
That goes there. Now, this is supposed to go down in here. I don't know what they were thinking.
That box is so
It's
big.
just a big box,
That's
man.
ridiculous.
It's really silly. And it goes. I've done it before, 3 times.
More than that. Is the Stinger box just as big?
No.
I can't believe how big that thing is.
The Stinger is actually harder to install. You're cramming a lot of stuff back here.
Yeah, everything goes back in this. That's like the biggest box that has to go back here.
Yeah.
But then you gotta put the brain on the driver's side.
Yeah, the problem is these cables stick out. I don't understand what they're thinking. I never do. I never understand what they're thinking. I mean, look what they do.
I know.
Instead of like one side, you know, or maybe an indent. Just idiots. All right, so we're gonna wait for that. We're gonna try to get that later.
What, get it in place and then get it from the passenger side?
We'll try.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've done one of these. So stupid. What are they thinking, man? Seriously. What are they thinking? It's a huge ass box. It doesn't go.
Well, there is a bunch of stuff zipped up over here. I don't know if that's blocking you or that's just, no, there's just in the way.
Well, the screen doesn't stick in. I mean, I'm just going to put it right here. These guys are, they really are.
You can fit it right there?
I think so.
You don't forget the video cable that you unplugged.
Wow. I just don't understand at all what they're thinking. They'll get it in there. Look how long, I mean, they give you this or they give you this. What are they thinking? Why does that do so much?
Maybe they think you're going to put
I don't like
that
using those
way
little
back
pigtails
here?
because they're horrible.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? They always create problems.
Which pigtail? Are you talking about that
The
little
little
camera
RCA,
adapter?
the little RCA barrel.
Okay.
There's always an issue with those.
Okay.
All right, we got to program the Maestro so I can put that in. All this stuff gets in the way. Yeah, that won't be in the way.
Happy?
Still have this box. We have the Maestro. That should go all in here. It's so ugly. It really is ugly. Look at this. All right, so let's pop this out.
Okay.
Let's unplug this one. This one. This one. This pops out.
How do you release that?
It's just tension clips.
Okay.
Right?
Cool.
So this goes to the Alpine, to the head unit, which goes under there.
Still way better than trying to do like a ILX W650 with a bunch of Metro parts and a replacement camera where you don't really retain much.
Yeah, I mean, they could have done something with that box. It doesn't need to be that big.
Probably would have cost a couple $100 more. Right?
Charge $200 more. They're already charging
Yeah.
$2,000. Right?
I think it's $2,300.
I mean, charge more. Yeah, so then we have two cables.
But this has two
Can't make this
USBs.
out. What's going on
One
here?
really kind of confusing thing that we want to point out, because there's a couple different micro USBs behind the dash and a couple different USB adapters here. This gray adapter from Alpine has to be plugged into the black micro USB, not the gray one. This will retain the rear USBs and charging, and then this adapter is going to go to something that John is routing right now. That little black hub that has one unit blocked off. If you accidentally plug that into here, you'll lose your USBs. Make sure it's the black one. Moving on to connecting the rest of these connectors behind the dash.
This doesn't get connected. That's just a jumper from there to
Yep.
there. This goes to here. So now all the USBs will charge. All right, we'll deal with that. Plenty of room in here. This goes nowhere, right?
Right.
Alright, so now we have to run these and these over to the head.
Over to the brain and the
So-
driver's stick.
Do they supply those, right? USB?
So here is a design complaint about the brain. John wishes that these USBs were just a pigtail. This way he could route his cables over and just plug them into the brain, but instead these are attached to the head unit, so it's just a little bit more of a headache for wire management. So he's moving on to mounting this next. You're just making room?
This has to come out on the bench.
Okay.
It has to go to the new brackets,
Ah,
which hold everything. That's why I have
What is that?
the tweak. Well, what this is, actually, this is the power outlet, the 120.
Okay.
And this is the heated seat and steering wheel module. And that gets clipped into this. See?
okay.
But I'm going to leave that plugged in for now. So we're going to need these things. Okay, that's what we need to do.
What are you gonna do?
Start here. What is this one? 20?
No, I'm not
18?
sure. Where is this one? No. Middle.
509.
Yeah.
G2061.
That seems too short. Oh.
That was funny. This has got everything.
Except for receipt video.
We're not using the amplifier, right?
We're not using the factory amp.
Right.
But it had one, and there's no rear seat
I don't think it matters.
entertainment. I don't know why. Or is that for the rear USBs? I don't know why it has it.
That's weird. It doesn't have it. That's it. Sneak in here. See what I'm doing?
Yeah.
So all these boxes have to go in here under the steering wheel. And once I tighten it all up, it'll be something like this.
Okay.
So that's the, the factory stuff. And then this clips, if you look in here,
Yeah, clips underneath that.
this clips under here.
Okay.
But that's what I'm going to work on right now.
Okay. All right, so at this point you have everything basically wired up and ready for testing.
Yeah, just want to test it. That's right.
Look at all those connections.
It's ridiculous. I mean, that's where it's supposed to go, right here. If you look at the pictures,
Yep.
here, and then this is supposed to go over here. So, basically, you got all that room, because this just sits here.
Okay.
We'll get it all nice and tight after I try it. We got life.
Definitely a nicer screen than the one that we had. I can't have any of that.
I just want to try the camera.
Oh wait, how can you try the camera without the buttons in there?
Oh. I said, why can't I press the button?
You need the trim piece.
Right. No,
Oh,
it
there it
works.
is. Oh, I think that might be better than what we had.
It all works.
Okay.
I haven't tried USBs or anything yet, but I gotta clean it all up now.
And then we'll pick it back up tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's time to go. It does clean up. One screw.
Where do you fuck that up?
Let's see. To do that. Go away. There's a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah, see that.
It all fits though. Barely. It's down there.
It's ridiculous.
It is. It's ridiculous. But it all fits. We gotta try it though. Okay. Now we can put this in. Oh, where'd my plug go?
Oh no.
This. Good clips.
Yeah.
Not bad, right?
Yeah, it looks great.
Everything works. All right.
Do the little hand gesture. Like you're exactly. So pretty.
Okay. Go to sound. let's go to the scope. Look at that.
That's nice and clean.
It is. That's at full volume. 5.39. That's really good.
On the front?
Yeah.
On the front.
Well, oh, that's what, because we're only paying 1K.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. See, this is nicer this way.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Right,
much easier to
so-
see.
All right. So let's go. Nice and clean. That's a beautiful thing. Let's go to 40 hertz.
Oh, and then we got to put the
0 dB subwoofer
subwoofer
control.
level up.
Let's go to 15, and then you can tell me. All right, wow.
Whoa,
Right?
that's not going to be clean.
Well, see in a second. Now,
Oh, that's
So
not
let's-
good. Here,
let's
can you back that
lower-
out so we can see it better? Or you have to hit 50 or the 5?
that's all the way up. Okay. Well, that's all the way up. That's the
Yeah,
the
that's-
sub channel
that's-
all the way up.
So start to lower it, and I'll tell you if it's like the 507, it should be level out at 3.
13. Any difference?
No, no difference.
10,
No,
9,
no,
7. Nothing.
no,
6.
no.
Look, yeah. 5. Starting to get
Starting to clean up.
But we're still at full volume.
Right. But does
4.
it level out? Pretty close.
3.
There you go.
It's just like
So
all
it's
of
just
them.
like the 507.
Yeah, so there's built-in overlap for
But then
those
what's-
people that love overlap.
What's the voltage at?
So the voltage is going to be probably
On this.
5 volts, let's say. Yeah, this is pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's got high output on the sub channel. Right? So let's see where it's clean. Oh, it's clean at 3. I mean, that's pretty.
All right, so we did an interesting test here. We decided to take off one of the RCAs from the DMRTA and see if we got a different reading on the scope, and we're getting 4.62, and that's only connected to basically one side of the RCA. As you can see here, we have one going directly to the scope, the fluke meter, and then one going directly to the DMRTA. And as soon as we disconnected the one, that voltage dropped. So you realize that they're measuring the left and right and summing it together when you get those readings.
We're still getting 5 volts. Let me see. Voltage meter. Yeah. I mean, you're still peaking
Yeah,
at 5.
so that's what I was seeing on here. I'm actually showing 4.64.
That's what, I mean, that's what this shows. Right. 4.06. 3.98.
4.14.
Alright, so
But either way, at 3, we're clean.
it's clean. Go to
And
4
over
now.
4 volts.
Or go volume down to 30.
Okay.
And now let's see how far you can go up on this side. Go to 4.
All right, hang on. Okay, that's at 4.
5.
It's hard to do. All right, that's 6. Nope,
7.
that's 5.
Keep going.
That's 8.
Keep going.
That's 10.
Keep going.
11.
Stop right there. Something.
That's 12.
We're still clean. Let me see what we have for voltage. Yeah, so you're still, it's still the same voltage.
So,
So you could
let
probably
me put
go
it
up
all the
to-
way up and see it. Oops.
Still clean.
All right, so let me turn the volume up. That's all the way up on the sub.
Stop.
All right, that's 31.
Go back down.
So at 30, you
Right
can
there.
have it max.
That's it. So if you want max sub, you got to go to 30. 30 is max volume output, which is perfect. Cause so instead of setting your amps on overlap, the Alpine does it for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It gives you a little bit more output on the bass channel than it does on the front or rear RCAs.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, so before John sets any of the audio settings, I'm gonna go ahead and do a software update. I've got that ready to go because when the software update is complete, you have to reset all settings. So to do that update, I'm going to plug this in to the USB. While John is putting this back together, I'm going to go to setup, system, scroll all the way down, software update, update. Okay.
Okay. No more noise.
No more noise?
No more noise.
Man, that took a while.
I guess it's done.
No, I have to go into the reset menu.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the update is done. It's not going to screw it up when the power dies.
I have to go in here, here, back to here, and then scroll down to there. Now you can, now you're supposed to, I think, turn off the ignition and
Good. I'll turn
recycle
it
it.
off a little bit.
Okay. So now that you've installed both i509-WRA-JL, you did the X49 for the JL, and a bunch of the Stingers, what do you think is easier to install?
They're both going to take time, so you just need patience. One, the Stinger stuffs everything behind where the factory radio goes.
So it's
Where
really
the screen,
tight.
it's really, really tight. And the Alpine puts everything right below the steering wheel. And depending on the options you have in the car, that could be very tight.
And the camera adapters on both, the Alpine was really big. Is the,
There's plenty of room for the Alpine adapter.
once you
Right.
manage all the wires
Yes, once you
going
manage
up
all the
to
wires.
behind the dash.
The Stinger one is actually a little smaller, but it has to go, in a cavity. That's all.
If you had to pick one to install, what would you rather install?
They're both going to be about the same. They really are.
They're both going to be time consuming.
Yeah. I think it's a lot tighter on the Stinger. It's really, really tight back there. But if you manage the wires correctly, you can do it.
So as much as you complained about
Yeah, I'm going to
installing
complain anyway. I mean, but
it, you still think the Alpine's easier.
yeah, a little bit easier.
I hope that's helpful, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.